everybody, welcome back to another This is not Minecraft. Welcome back to another weather video. Today we're going to be talking about snowfall in Georgia. Crazy, right? Haven't seen that in a while. Anyway, we're going to be talking about why am I on this one? I guess we could start on this. We were talking about a area that could get a few inches of snow, which is in Georgia and parts of Florida. Never mind. This city right here has a very slight chance of getting some snow, so that would be interesting. And the temperatures are obviously right now are way too high for snowfall, but if it was snowing for them right now, they would be getting a lot of snow. Their snowfall will be later tonight at around 3 a.m. And the most localized areas that could get the heaviest snowfall will probably be around here. 4 to 5 inches is possible. So we're just gonna have to watch out for that. Oh my gosh, I forgot this one. Oh wait, I don't even need this for this. So this area, and maybe even this area, so 3 to 4, and then 4 to 5 is possible in this area specifically. Now, I'm not going to say that there will be 4 to 5 inches. That's mostly for localized areas. So, winter storm warning in effect from 3 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Time Sunday. 1 to 3 inches of accumulation are expected. Slippery roads and other stuff. Now, the HRRR models have been showing a potential area for 5 inches of snow in some areas, which is more north of Georgia, so I'd say around about where I circled, actually. Yeah, so the 3 to 5 areas were, yeah, okay. That looks right to me. That's about where I was expecting it. Now, this won't be the only winter storm that we're talking about today. That we're going to be talking about another one that's in, Texas. And apparently the GFS models are showing a lot of snow, up to 7 inches. But I'm not going to be worried about the the GFS models today. Or at least for this snowstorm specifically. We have a few decent, strong winter storms that could be going through the southern states. There we go. They're kind of late in the model run. So I'm not going to say that this one, if for Dallas, will happen. This one might happen. The Great Lakes are going to have very high snow accumulation for all 3 all 5 major lakes. So this entire area here has a pretty good chance of getting large amounts of snowfall or heavy snowfall. Let's see what their possible... Oh my gosh. Sorry guys, this thing is super annoying. They're possible, it could be up to almost 3 feet of snow, which is a lot of snow. For Dallas, it could be up to 8 potential. And then for Florida, Georgia, into South Carolina, even in North Carolina, they could be getting a bunch of snow as well. But that'll be a separate snowstorm. This is the snowstorm that I'm worried about right now. That's heads all the way up south. And even hits parts of Maine. That's just one snow system. We also have an ice storm that's supposed to be going through Texas, potentially on the 26th of January. That could actually affect more southern areas. The weather-wise should be able to show this a little bit better, because I can actually zoom in. Total freezing rain. Oh wait, this is the HRRR models. This is not what I wanted. GFS. There we go. Frozen precipitation. So this is for the GFS. So this will be a little bit different. But obviously, Florida, Louisiana, those areas obviously have a decent chance. So this is where the ice accumulation area was possible. That's what the GFS was showing. And I would say it's pretty possible for sure. That's pretty intense. The snow depth will probably it's not gonna be very accurate. I'm just gonna say that now. But if it does happen, I mean that'll be interesting. Even parts of Texas could get up to an inch, or more. Oh, about 5 inches over there. Further down south, let me go back a little bit because that's where it should more. Up to an inch or two, even into Houston, could have up to an inch and a half or more. And then by the Great Lakes, I mean you got about 38 inches there, which is more. Yeah, about more than 3 feet. Up to 40 inches from the Isle Lake. I don't live up north, so I couldn't pronounce that very well. My bad. So yeah, we'll definitely be keeping watch of these snowstorms as they move through. Louisiana has a chance of snow from this snow system that's moving through right now. So New Orleans has a chance. I'm not going to say that they will get directly hit, but they do have a chance. But a little bit of Mississippi, decent amount of Florida, like half of Georgia, and really going north to South Carolina and North Carolina. Obviously, as I play this through, it goes way further east, east. Yeah, okay. That was wrong for a second there. It goes way further east, and then it'll bring a lot more snowfall for the East Coast and parts of Florida. For some reason, it keeps showing that there was snow in Dallas, which there wasn't. I literally looked earlier. There wasn't anything there. So, yeah. Pretty interesting stuff. Let's look at the overall impacts. So they are actually in a higher impact rate, which is crazy. They are at a moderate impact. So let me go to weather prediction center. For some reason, my T stopped working, kind of. So it's like off and on now. Pretty annoying. Yep. I need maps. Yep, there we go. So for moderate impacts, it'll be mainly in Georgia and South Carolina. And I mean, as we play this through, I mean, it's still there, but it kind of anticipates. But the minor is overall pretty much there. But the moderate is hazardous driving. Use extra caution while driving. Closures and disruptions to infrastructure may occur. Expect disruption to daily life. For minor impacts, a few inconveniences to daily life. Winter driving conditions. Use caution while driving. If we ever got into the minor impacts, which is way up here. Minor impacts. That's weird. Usually we have minor impacts, but I guess not today. Well, I guess if you live at the Great Lakes, I guess that much snow really isn't that big of a problem, I guess. Which makes sense. We'll say ice accumulation. I know ice accumulation is going to be a pretty big problem pretty soon here. So we'll definitely have to see for that. Yeah, North Carolina and Virginia has a chance. Seems like Arkansas also has a chance. Oh, I got a decent little chance of an ice storm there, and it gets way bigger. It actually goes into Texas. I wonder what this is. This is ice accumulation. What was this storm for? It doesn't show that far. Dang it. What the heck? Why does it keep closing? It's super annoying. Ice precipitation. For some reason, this one it goes into like It doesn't show you like how much, it just shows like a percentage. Which, by the way, is not very accurate at all. Maybe it was this storm? No, it's this one right here, I'm pretty sure. No? Oh, it's this one. It's definitely this one. And obviously it goes on as nothing else, but yep, definitely this one right here. This is on the 24th, I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. Let me go here. It should show it. Even show. Yep, there it goes. Yep, around the 23rd, 24th. And that one continues, and then Texas gets theirs. And it just slides right across. Let's see what the last model run. Oh yeah, so this model run was showing up to 2 inches in some spots. Like over here. Yeah, 2 inches of ice. Nothing but ice. And like it keeps switching on and off between south and like mid United States. And then there was one that showed snow accumulation. Yeah, this one showed snow accumulation pretty far back. And then that slowly but surely dissipated. What the heck? It was Saturday. This one was a massive snow. If this isn't going to happen, these are different model run times. So these are not going to happen because the model run stopped showing them. Oh, I see this now. Yeah, that would definitely be a catastrophic snowstorm. I mean, it would melt like the same day, but I mean, that would be a very interesting snowstorm right there. I mean, I could totally take that. And by like 2 inches up to like almost a foot. Not bad. And then this is now. It's all north now. Nothing really down south, which kind of sucks, but it's whatever. Man, it's still showing that high snow accumulation area for Florida and Georgia. Still just going crazy over there. Hold on, let me check the European models. See what they have to say about this. They say even less. So it's kind of splitting between the the European and the actual models, the GFS model. So it's kind of like splitting it into like 4 and 5, which makes sense. Yeah, Texas is not gonna get any snow from that. Yeah, this one doesn't go far enough out. Let me go to CFS. CFS shows some pretty interesting things sometimes. Obviously, this model run you have to really take from a grain of salt because it goes so far out. I mean, this would be cool right there. That'd be a good snowstorm for Texas. I mean, obviously, that would be really bad for the people. That would be horrible. People would be crashing like constantly, more than likely. Yeah, up to like 7 inches, yeah. Houston would get absolutely been bargained by this storm. Would be cool, but it will never happen. For some reason, it's just not showing that Georgia storm, which is really angering. And then, yep, so I guess we're just gonna have to kind of stick with GFS here. On that storm. Yeah, I think we're just gonna have to stick with GFS on the winter storm. I would say the HRRR models are definitely showing the stuff that I would like it to show, because it kind of splits the European and the GFS kind of. So like it'll show more of like a split between the two. Yeah, so like that's better. Let me look at the actual storm itself here. Oh wait, actually there's a way better way better thing. There it is. Oh, wait, no, I kind of want reflectivity because it shows. No, it does not. It does what? Oh, this is some baloney. Sorry guys, I'm like talking to myself here. Okay, so it seems that this is gonna be very short-lived and it'll probably start raining after this passes, and it'll melt fairly quickly. I mean, it'll probably melt by like, probably around I'll say like 9 a.m. to 12. I mean, most of it would be gone by then. I mean, I don't know, because some of these heavier local areas, I mean, that's dumping a couple inches of snow per hour there. I mean, that's pretty quick. I mean, obviously the storm is not going to even last that long, but still, I mean, that's a little bit of snowfall there. I mean, I think everybody will be happy there. I mean, especially since there's a major city down here. I mean, I think they'll be happy about it. I mean, obviously not, because I don't even know why I said that. They're gonna be super mad about it. They're gonna be like, this darn weather. It's like, it was just warm yesterday, which it was. It was in the 60s yesterday. And it cooled down like a crap ton. Yeah, so it'll melt by later on in the day tomorrow. I might live stream this one around 3 a.m., but nobody's gonna watch it, so there's kind of no point. Yeah, see, it only lasts a couple hours. To around 12 p.m. Yeah, that sounds about right. It's nothing catastrophic. It's very short-lived. I mean, hey, though, I mean, it's still something. I mean, here's the depth change thing. It's showing about 2 inches there. And just total snowfall overall, which is around 2 inches. This 10-to-1 ratio really just amps everything up. I really want to get this so bad, but I'm not going to pay money for it. Whatever. Yeah, so about 5 inches in some local areas, but not all. So it'll be more icy down south and more snowy. Why does it keep closing out? And more north area. So this will definitely be a little bit of a snowstorm here, obviously. So we'll see how this one plays out. I think this one, honestly, I mean, this one, there's some snowstorm up north around 10. What time is it? It's about 9:03, so it's pretty close there. And then around 4 a.m. is, I'll say around 3 a.m. whenever it starts to form, and then it melts. But I mean, you can tell. I mean, the ridge is really starting to be pushed back here. I mean, you can tell it's the blue is still there. I mean, yeah, it definitely warms up, but I mean, it was still there for a little bit there, so that's not bad, at least for a day. But nothing catastrophic though. Nothing horrible. But I don't know. We'll just have to see what happens. What if there's any lightning that's possible with this snowstorm? There is. So there could actually be some lightning during this snowstorm. It's about to be a rare event for the south. So that'd be pretty interesting. I think that'll probably be it for this video. These snowstorms aren't supposed to fire up until way later. But the ones up here are supposed to be firing up pretty soon. So we'll definitely have to see what happens. Yeah, there's a little bit of snowfall there. I will say the Great Lakes are still pumping. Yeah, I mean they're still there. Oh hey, they cleared off the camera for the international airport. Nice. That was all blocked up earlier today. Whoa, that's some fresh snow. Always love seeing some fresh snow. So around 6 inches of snowfall. Right there. It was forecasted to be like way up here, but about 6 inches. So not too crazy, not too catastrophic. And then I think there's some not webcams, some cameras down here, but I don't think they're gonna be able to pick up the snow. It's 43 degrees outside. And if this is accurate, if there's some rain down south in Houston, there could actually be sleet right there. Hold on, let me check M-ping really quick. And this is for reports, so people can report like everything. Okay, so nothing there. A lot of snow in Kentucky, Ohio, and Indianapolis, and some other places. I wonder what's going on up there. It's a small. Whoa, that is not small. Never mind. What is this? A little camera show. Whoa. Oh, I thought there was a lot more than that. It's definitely snowing a little bit. Nothing crazy. Because we're just going to have to keep watching over this storm for now. But I will make another video hopefully later today, so I guess I'll see y'all later.